מה עושים בו? He's smoking something.
Στα περιηγηθεί η ειρήνη.
And it's a nice place, and it is the beginning of the Armenian Quarter. Нормально?
Watch out now, far back it up.
They were able to stay here for for Easter trapeza. So it is very symbolic, I think, that the burial place of the founder of the biblical Jerusalem, King David, is at the foundation of one of the most important places for New Testamentary church, a place of the first Eucharist and the place of the Pentecost, when disciples really started to be not just a group of people who don't know what to do so much and who are in depression sometimes and so on, but they became a church. So let's enter this room of the Last Supper. Because they speak and pray and sing much louder than you can imagine. It is the place of the room of the Last Supper, built by the Crusaders, but on the place that was appointed by the Byzantine and the Christian tradition. After the Crusaders, part of the quicker, maybe yoga.
Yes, yeah. The louder it's so
attentive now on the first day of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus saying, "Where will you have us prepare for you to eat the Passover?" And he said to them, "Go into the city to a certain one and say to him, the teacher says, my time is at hand. I will keep the Passover of your house with my disciples." And the disciples did as Jesus directed them, and they prepared the Passover. When it was evening, he sat at table with the 12 disciples, and as they were eating, he said, "Truly I say to you, one of you will betray me." And they were very sorrowful, and began to say to him one after another, "It is I, Lord." He answered, "He who has dipped his hand in the dish with me will betray me. The Son of Man goes, as it is written of him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. Would have been better for that man if he had not been born." Judas had betrayed him said, "Is it I, Master?" And he said to him, "You have said so." Now as they were eating, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it. He gave it to the disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." And he took a cup, and having given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, "Drink of it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I shall let it drink again of this fruit of the vine until that day, when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives.
Приступили ученики к Иисусу, сказали ему: "Где велишь приготовить тебе Пасху?" Он сказал: "Пойдите к городу, к такому и скажите ему: учитель говорит, время мое близко. И тебя совершу Пасху с учениками моими." Ученики сделали, как повелел им Иисус, и
כאשר יהודים בכל מקום, לא כל היהודים היו תלמידי חכמים, לא כל היהודים ידעו ללמוד תורה, אבל בכל דבר, גם פשוטי העם עשו.
Запад на стене.
Women straight, men to the right. Women straight, men to the right. Women straight, men to the right.
A Bíblia hebraica, olha só. Não sabemos se é escrito, mas é um oficial.
Я тут отдельно попрошу в кипе.
Antigo Testamento.
Important place for Jewish tradition, and in reality it's an important place for us also, because it is what Jesus saw by his eyes. That's why we'll go there. It's in the beginning of the Jewish quarter, and after we will end with the Holy Sepulchre, with the holy bed that will be not so overflowing. Let's go. So the entrance of the design came to be not left but right. The Jewish quarter.
Да, очень много.
Go up there and photograph.
No, I was looking.
Come on, I want to see you up there. Come on.
Вот эта вот стена вся, это все не снесла самого храма. Стена вот внешняя. Оставили кучу камня, с которым по преданию возносся пророк. Но для христиан это тоже важное место, потому что там, по преданию, пытался принести в жертву своего сына Авраама.
Destruction of the temple, and they come and pray about the destruction of the temple. The first temple was destroyed in about 70 AD. There was a very big controversy when this passageway was built to open access to the Temple Mount, as Muslims saw it the potential deprivation of their rights and privileges because they considered themselves to be the owners of the temple, on top of the Temple Mount. The Golden Dome was turned into a church during the Crusades, but of course after the Crusaders were forced to abandon Jerusalem, it was restored to be a mosque once again, but anyway, it's also considered to be the holy place for us. So part of this wall is dedicated to prayer, and where you can see the Israeli flag there on the left-hand side, that's roughly where there is a separation barrier, and women and men go and pray there separately. They come to the wall, so it's considered to be like a holy site, the most holiest site of all the Jewish world, and people come here to pray and for the fastest restoration of the temple and for the coming of the Messiah. And if you look, Jesus is the Messiah, he already performed. He came from the Mount of Olives, and he went to the Golden Gate. Remember when the Garden of Gethsemane? So the Golden Gates are exactly on the opposite side of the Temple Mount. So that's where Christ entered, like we were celebrating on Palm Sunday when he was, going in on a donkey. And there was a temple, and there he came to the temple. So Jews still expected him to come from the Mount of Olives. And of course, coming of the Messiah is associated with the resurrection of the dead. And that's why the cemetery over there is probably one of the largest Jewish cemeteries in all of Israel. And an expectation for the resurrection. So those who are closer to the Messiah are going to rise first. And of course, as a beneficial side effect to the authorities, somehow coincidentally, places there are quite expensive. So it's a very good geschäft.
I mean, we don't know what will be. The most amazing thing about here now is the fact that when you have free time, you get somebody to go with you. Quiet place and there's families there, there's children there.
Воротам, чтобы забрать кто-нибудь в храм воскресенья, чтобы времени не терять.
Oh, I don't know, Sasha. I'm having a hard time putting you into a dumb costume.
Сейчас тогда вы можете там... Вы уже вышли из этой улочки?
Что там было?
طبعا الناس كلها شيء